Hey, in my personal opinion, this particular crypto project, hey, low key, they be getting slept on, man. But there's a lot of innovation coming out of this house. And I want to talk to you about it. Keep it locked so you know who I'm talking about. Let's go. Hey, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Shooter the Investor, and I'm checking in for the gang. And I got a hot one for y'all. I want to talk about this particular crypto project. In my opinion, not even getting a lot of love out there in the crypto sphere, you know what I'm saying? But I want to kind of talk about them. I want to kind of talk about some pros and cons on this project and maybe shed some light for you guys to do your own research at the end of the day and see if this particular project fit your crypto portfolio. Who am I talking about? Man, I'm talking about Cardano. Yeah, Cardano, ADA. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm talking about. The number 9 on the top of 100 list. 9 out of 21,000 crypto projects sitting there comfortably tucked away. Yeah, I think, man, Cardano, they kind of get a I don't think they get they true respect, or they just do. And I understand why. I understand why Cardano be getting shitted on lately, or even in the beginning of their genesis, right? Now you got to think about it. And let me go ahead and jump. Let me switch the view for y'all, man. Right? You got to think about it. When Cardano came out and who they were founded by, it was a lot of hype, right? Cardano CEO or founder Charles Hoskinson. Hopefully I said that right. If I butcher your name, you happily see this, man. My bad, my boy. I have never heard you say your last name. It is what it is, man. I still rock with you though, Chuck. Don't even play with Chuck. But anyway, he was one of the founders of Ethereum. And so during the time when Ethereum was a mineable coin, right? A mineable coin, he wasn't really feeling that, right? He always felt that Ethereum was bad for the environment from the mining or whatnot, and some things he didn't agree with. And just like most people who are not scared to take a risk, when they have a problem with their employer or they got a problem with their partners, usually they'll step away and kind of do their things in their vision and how he sees it, how he see it fit. And boom, here we are with Cardano. So when he broke away from Ethereum, there was so much hype. Right? There was so much hype. Like, oh man, this dude worked on Ethereum. This project's gonna be killing. And this is not the only person that broke away from Ethereum. Ethereum had their own little PayPal mafia, the Ethereum mafia. There's a lot of other developers that worked on Ethereum that went other ways. Polkadot, ex-founder, ex-CEO was once part of Ethereum. They have a slew chain of ex-members, ex-dev members that worked on them. So there's no difference here. So he had that pump, right? Everybody was pumped, but there was no product. There was no technology. Everything was on a test net, right? It wasn't on a main net. They didn't have any type of like real innovation. They just had a bunch of words on paper, a roadmap, white paper, and say what they were going to do. So you just had this pump. And when they came out, it was right during the time of the bear market, pretty much the bottom of the bear coming into the bull market. So you saw the ADA price just kind of rip. We'll jump on the chart so you can see what I'm talking about. And they just kind of ripped just off a he with no technology on the main net. So with all that being said, their price started to reflect because they was having issues. They didn't have any product. They didn't have any services. The hype was there, but the innovation wasn't. And so investors started noticing it, and VCs and big boy dollars, right? The big whales was like, wait a minute, like where's all the innovation? Where's the technology? It's not there. So people start pulling their money out. And ever since then, Cardano, as far as price wise, ain't really lived up to the hype. And that happens, right? Sometimes you get into some of these projects and the hype is there, but they don't live up to it, right? You got to understand as an investor, if you believe in that leadership, believe in the technology that they're going to put out, it's going to happen. But the hype's always going to catch it first. Anytime anything ICOs in the crypto space and it has like this big backing, big community, it's going to pump. And then that price is going to correct itself, right? So if you don't get in say the first couple of weeks, maybe even the first day, you're going to miss that initial run up. Or you catch that initial run up and think it's going to go parabolic and just go straight to the moon and get into like top 5 crypto, start trading at $100, $200. and you don't take profits, now you're holding the bag. For everybody that got in, they was averaging out of the price. But we'll talk more about that. So just to kind of give you that background of Cardano in the beginning, how it came with all this hype, but the technology wasn't there. And I think that particular narrative stigma kind of attached themselves to them throughout, and they've been creating a lot. And we gotta kind of like break it down as far as like who is the partnership, the strategic partners out there, what are they doing, talk about their DeFi side of the house. And I'm gonna try to get through all this without making this video long as possible. Okay. So we got the CEO here. This is Charles Hoskinson, right? Make sure you go follow his official Twitter page. Got a lot of good information. You see, I got the follow. Matter of fact, let me turn the bell on because I really like this guy. I really like what he brings to the table. He does AMAs a lot, as you can see here. This is just 2 hours though. He talks about XRP. I think he's a fan of XRP some days. I don't know. XRP Army don't really like him talking about XRP, but he talks about XRP. He seems like he's on the supportive side of that whole case. Tap in, man, on his Twitter page. That's him. Now let's go to Cardano's actual page. It's cardano.org. And you can see very robust, beautiful lit website page here. You have a lot of good information. You can just kind of talk about what Cardano is. Ultimately, Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain. That was Charles's big picture when he was working with Ethereum. There was proof of work at the time. Now they switched over to POS or proof of stake, but at the time they were POW, which is proof of work, mineable coins. He felt that it wasn't environmental friendly. He wanted to do some other things as well too. Separated, created Cardano. Cardano is proof of stake blockchain platform. It's the first to be founded on peer-reviewed research developed through evidence-based methods. Understand that Cardano itself has 3 different entities that are all about research and development. He's big on research and development. He also created IOHK, which is in and out Hong Kong. They do a lot of work on adaptation research as well. We'll talk about that briefly. Also Embargo, and then you have Cardano Foundation as well too. So understand Cardano's proof of stake platform, peer review research, development evidence based on methods, right? It combines pioneer technology to provide unparalleled security and standability to the decentralized application systems present. So Cardano is layer 1, focusing on DeFi payment type protocol. They're also part of the ISO 222, meaning they already fall into those regulation and guidelines of ISO 222. Very important that you need to know that. Security wise, definitely top-notch security. Transactions per second, they rank as one of the top with once they currently now, but they plan on moving on to another project called Hydra, which is going to move them up to the 1 million TPS, 1 million transfer per second. I'm laughing because that's ridiculously fast. That's nuts. I think Solana does about 2,000 or something like that. Don't quote me, go look it up. But 1 million transfer per second financial payment processing, like, come on, man. If they pull this off with Hydra, that's something to be excited about, because whoever can corner this market on fast payments, right? Fast transactions, but secure and correct transactions, they're going to win this race, especially when you start looking at these ISO 222 coins out there. I got a video. Well, I'm going to do a video on ISO 200, so I don't want to beat that up, but just know Cardano's part of that. And they're coming out with Hydra to scale up to 1 million transfers per second. It's going to be freaking nuts. They can pull it off. Sheesh. Anyway, also, as early as next year, Cardano will also be coming out with a stable coin. Now, I can't consider myself like a Cardano army type person. I don't jump into these armies, those community. I don't wave the flags, right? I'm a guy that just love cryptocurrency in itself. I love the technology. So you can kind of see me just, I dibble and dabble on a lot of these different projects. Some of the projects that I talk about, I have positions in. And some of these projects that I do talk about, I don't have positions in, but are thinking about it. So I kind of just talk about stuff that I like, stuff that I actually have a position in that makes sense to me to bring the information to you guys. Now, the Cardano army, I don't even know if it's called an army. I'm going to call them army here. They've been screaming about a stable coin, and it makes sense, right? It's very important. So Cardano announced earlier this year, well, later this year, I want to say like maybe like last month, in November, October timeframe, actually November timeframe, that they were coming out with a USDA stablecoin. Now, this is very important for Cardano because this brings more dollar revenue into Cardano, where they can actually swap a stable coin to Cardano instead of doing like Cardano to Bitcoin or Cardano to Ethereum, where you don't truly get that price of dollar within if you're swapping for Cardano. Now you have this USDA that they're going to be launching on the Emergo, who is creating it, another entity of Cardano, who's creating this stable coin. It's very important to have this because now you have that one-to-one. So this is the USDA would be the first fully fiat-backed, regulatory compliant stablecoin in Cardano's ecosystem, Emergo says. And this is an article from November 18, Coindesk. Don't want to get too deep into this article. You can definitely read it. Emergo, the official commercial arm and founded entity of Cardano's blockchain, plans to launch USDA, a US peg stablecoin in early 2023. The company told Coindesk. USDA will be the first fully fiat-backed regulatory compliant stablecoin in Cardano ecosystem. We already talked about that. The introduction of this fully fiat-backed stablecoin is the next step in realizing the future of our community, Emergo FinTech Managing Director spoke about towards Coindesk during his interview. So with this stablecoin, you're getting these one-to-one pair swaps, right? Think about USDT and USDC, how much they generate for Ethereum. We're talking about USDT, USDC being number 3 and 4 in the top 100 lists. And they gross anywhere between like 40 million, $20 billion. It might have changed since this this bear market, and we'll look at all of that. But I'm just throwing numbers out there to get you important. Ethereum sits number 2. If they got 2 stable coins sitting underneath them, that's really good. And that's really good for Cardano to show that they are scaling out their ecosystem and creating this stable coin. And I also hear that they're possibly creating another stable coin or risk stable coin called JED as well too. We'll talk more about these stable coins later. I just want to kind of give you some fun facts about Cardano. Now, going back to Cardano and talking about their use case, because this is very important. You need to know what these use cases are for these projects, right? We don't want to get caught up in just buying meme coin or SHIT coins, right? We want to make sure we're investing into solid projects that are trying to solve solutions or solve issues with solutions, right? So with Cardano, and you can kind of go here on their actual page and kind of go under enterprise, and you got to get an idea of what their use cases are. You can see here, education, retail, agriculture, government, finance, and healthcare. Now you see here, education, right? I'm not going to read all this. Their solution is certified credentials verification, certification verification, right? Here's the product. It's being built on IOHK, which is in and out Hong Kong. You talk about retail, counterfeit goods. They're building a solution, product counterfeiting, right? Another product by IOHK, right? If you want to learn more about it, you can come to their site and read about it. Agriculture, supply chain tracking, very, very important. Since the pandemic, it's hard to maintain a solid, consistent supply chain. So they're working on that. Who else is working on supply chain management or supply chain tracking? VeChain. So they're trying to be a competitor in that space. Government, digital identity, KYA, right? Once we get into this Web 3.0 and you have these wallet addresses and everything where it allows you to create and get into these third-party address or third-party websites with one type of login information, you know, that's very important. Digital identification might become some type of change when it comes to driver's license, ID cards, passwords, etc. Passports, etc. Login credentials, right? Again, verification systems, different types of verification systems, better for Web 3.0, better for us. Working on that as well, too. Then you got finance, right? Finance is really big for them. Again, they're already compliant with ISO 222. KYC and AMI, very important, different onboarding solutions. A lot. Bank account, new bank account, simply open a new bank account, having those credentials, different countries, transferring money in different countries. It's a long process to do that. Sometimes it takes up to 4 to 5 days. Talked about their TPS with this Hydra, 1 million, 1 million TPS per 1 million transactions per second. Understanding think about 1 million people transacting at the same time with no hiccups. And you can get your money within seconds or even minutes at the latest, right? If you're moving money and you got family overseas and you're trying to get them money because of emergency, you don't have 5 to 7 days for emergency. This is what I'm talking about. It's very important. Healthcare, counterfeit and substantial medication pose a significant risk to a public health care. So they're working with counterfeit medicine. It's going to be big. Anybody's working within healthcare, if we can get our healthcare process up to date, in my opinion, healthcare current process is so ancient, like prehistoric days. It's ridiculous. A lot of healthcare institutions are still doing like paper filing, right? Like you're literally just has this sensitive information and we're paper filing, right? A lot of other things in the healthcare system that can definitely be fixed. And if they can come up with solutions or have the solutions currently that can help against counterfeit medicines and etc., hey, that's big. That's big. We need to speed up our process and getting these guys out of the prehistoric ages. So those are some of the use cases that Cardano have, right? So, if you want to take a deep dive and understand, I'm giving you information, but it's up to you to continue to research this. I'm just giving you a nice little starting point, right? If you want to take a deep dive and learn more about the healthcare, you can come click here on the link more. You can go on the internet. You can Google search, YouTube. Understand what you're getting yourself into, right? You just don't want to jump in here because a bunch of YouTubers saying Cardano's going to the moon, 100x, and all these facial expressions that they're doing. I'm trying to give you a starting point where you can come do your own research and say, you know what, let me see if this makes sense to me, right? For those who buy stocks, right? A lot of people buy Amazon because they use Amazon. You're not just buying Amazon because I'm telling you to buy Amazon and that's what you need to buy because it's going into the moon. No, you need to sit back and understand what you're getting yourself into. So I'm giving you little starting points, right? Come look at the use cases on their website. It's right here. Don't listen to what they tell you on the internet or on Twitter that Cardano don't have use cases. I'm reading off the use cases. I'm reading off the solutions. I'm reading off the product that they're currently working on to fight some of these solutions, right? Do this research for yourself because there's people out there that's going to take a pro side and a con side to any cryptocurrency out there. It's up to you to go out and do the research so you can feel comfortable about putting your money into it. You dig? All right. Talked about the stable coin. That's coming. That's really big in my opinion. Talked about the 1 million TPS with Hydra. Faster payments, super fast payments. Project hopefully will foster adoption and growth. I think it could if they can actually do it the right way, the way that is written into the roadmap, the way that is written in the white paper, and it comes to fruition. It can be major. We can be major. That's faster than XRP. That's the banker's coin, XRP. So, again, the USD stablecoin, you can actually join their wait list here when they send out information to you about USDA, the stablecoin that's powering Cardano. It's pretty. You just click join. It's just a simple website. Just want to kind of show you. All right, so let's talk about some of the partnership and collaborations that Cardano has got since 2020. This list has definitely grown since then, and we're in 2022. But this is the only list that I found that I was able to see everything. So we just want to kind of talk about it. IOHK, we already know that's in and out. Hong Kong, they're a major contributor and developer of Cardano, probably the number one contributor to Cardano. You got Margo, and then you got Cardano Foundation. Partnerships and collaborations, IBM Research. Again, there's that buzzword, research, right? They're big into research. They even working with New Balance. They actually came out with a trainer, like a trainer sneaker that's Cardano based. You can kind of look that up on Nice Kicks. Looks pretty cool. PwC, familiar with them. Scan Trust. And then you see they have approved partnerships with South Korea, Ethiopia, Georgian, and Edinburgh University. I believe that's in the UK. Yeah, nice list here. IOHK blockchain is the Cardano, again, input output Hong Kong, is the leading cryptocurrency research and development company that contracted to work on the development of Cardano. IOHK organization study new tools and paradigms for cryptographic research, right? Again, it's founded by Charles. He's also founded Cardano. It's his big research company. And Margo is another key partner of Cardano that dedicates development and supporting growing Cardano's decentralized blockchain ecosystem, right? So they're solely in charge of the ecosystem for the decentralized blockchain. They're also investment-focused organization that directly invests Cardano-related startups and development, commercial partners interested in using blockchain technology. So these are the guys. So if I was Sony and I'm like, man, I want to get with Cardano, who do I need to talk to? I'm going to go talk to the guys on Margo. We're going to kind of figure out how we can make two companies into one, etc. Right? Then you have the Cardano Foundation. They work with IOHK and Amargo, built around partnerships. This is a separate entity for Cardano, but they work closely and tied to research and development and adaptation. Research and development, R&D, those buzzwords as well. So the foundation will help to support and grow Cardano's decentralized blockchain ecosystem. Has the following goals: drive adoption for Cardano, shape legislation and commercial standards, grow the global Cardano community, ensure stakeholders accountability, and Cardano's partnerships as well. So this company is based out of Switzerland. It has the core responsibilities of helping, overseeing, supervising, and development for Cardano and its blockchain. So it sounds like they got good upfront leadership, good upfront corporations that have roles to help build Cardano's ecosystem in place already. Again, something you want to do more research on, right? Just giving you the starting key points. Partnerships, IBM, we talked about it already, right? PwC, New Balance, there's a trainer right there. Cardano and New Balance would team up to stop counterfeit kicks. So that's really big, counterfeit kicks. If y'all don't know anything about sneakers and counterfeit, it's literally like $1 billion business in counterfeit, right? You literally got cats buying fake J's, fake Yeezys, fake designers, etc. from overseas, bringing them to the States or even in other countries, states as in the United States, wherever you digesting this video from, talking about North America, and they make a killing, man. Like there's reports all the time of Homeland Security seizing $1 million worth of counterfeit sneakers, man. So for them to get into this strategic partnership with New Balance, that's pretty dope as well too. Now I'm not going to slide down all this, but as you can see, they're just part of different corporations. You have Siri Labs, I'm familiar with. They're an overseas smartphone company. Maybe Cardano might build something or have some type of partnership with them to release some type of hardware, kind of like Solana. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it like this to make you think that it is happening. I'm just saying, I don't know. Do your research, figure it out. Yeah, a lot of different partnerships. Now I want to kind of talk to you guys about like some wallets, right? Some hot wallets where you can kind of store your Cardano off a centralized exchange, because that's important, because we already know a lot of these central exchange is definitely not the place to be keeping your cryptocurrency. My suggestion is always move it to a cold wallet, but if you want to move it to a hot wallet and take advantage of some of these staking rewards instead of keeping it on a centralized exchange, please do so. That's a better situation than keeping it on a CEX or centralized exchange. You might want to move it to a hot wallet. At the end of the day, crypto should definitely be kept on cold wallets. The first wallet I want to talk to you about, and I'm pulling up a wallet on here as well too that I use. The first one though is Yoro, the Yoro wallet. It has the extension on mobile, so you can kind of download the Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Android, or iOS. The best way to download any type of wallet, I highly suggest that you come to the official website. 9 times out of 10, they have this little download with a drop down. and you click on whatever phone software that you're running, Android or iOS, and then obviously Firefox, Edge, and Chrome are browser extensions. But if you want to download it, I will come here. And the reason why, there's a lot of fakes, and usually this is in the Android market or the Android Google Play Store. There's a lot of fake applications out there that as soon as you put your information, your seed, and all that stuff, and you start sending crypto to it, next thing you know, they'll steal it, right? Hackers are very sophisticated, and what they do, it is what it is. I'm just letting you guys know. Go to the official website, download. I know it takes more steps. You can do it on your phone, but let's be safe out here. Go to the official website, go through that process, send it over, right? I click on Android. I have an Android. I can install it on my device, right? I can come here for iOS, click on that, send it straight over, man. That's the best and smart way to do it, okay? So Euro, it's another wallet here. You can actually do some staking on there. They have different staking pools as well too on the actual app. What they provide, secure, fast, and simple. I will say it's very simple and it's definitely secured in the sense of a hot wallet. You do get a private key. You have to take that private key down, write it down, and store it. That's going to be your seed phase. If you ever lose access to your wallet, you're going to need that seed phase. As you can see, they got an in-depth roadmap here. They're definitely going to be growing. Understand, Cardano is a growing ecosystem that received all this hype in the beginning, and the technology wasn't there. So as you see these different wallets emerging that are official for Cardano, you're like, damn, they don't have any NFT galleries, fiat pairings, et cetera, multiple signatures, dApp stores. It's coming. It's coming. And it's perfect time to be coming, especially in a bear market. This is where they need to be developing and releasing technology during this time, not at the top of the bull market or in the middle of the bull market. They need to be creating as much as they're doing, and they're doing that now. So kudos to them. Another one I've used Euro as well. NuFi, it's another wallet that works with the Cardano. I've staked off this as well. You can see that you have the install browser as well, where there's support connect to your dApps with these. Trusted with Ledger, Trezor, Solana, Cardano, Flow, ADA, so you can actually come here and stake on their platform. Currently, right now, I want to say Cardano's doing anything between like 4.5% APY, which is solid. You think about it, the bank is only giving you 0.01% a year, really nothing. Another wallet that I personally like, and I have this on my phone, is Exodus. I have some Cardano here. Very easy to use mobile. Again, download it from the actual site. They have a Web3 wallet that will be coming as well. Actually, let me see if it's available now. Well, let me add it. Boom. Add the extension, right? I'll let it do its thing. We'll get that on there. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? And it's that easy, right? I have the regular version extension as well too for the desktop. It comes with an app, but you can actually buy off this as well. Here, I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like. So I have just like a couple of bucks worth of Cardano because I haven't moved everything over yet. Right? You have it. Boom. And you can stake it. I think I'm earning right around 4.91%. Yes, 4.91% APY. Just holding on Exodus right now. Very easy app to use, and you can buy Cardano straight off there as well too. So as I move forward and continue to add to my bag, I'm going to be buying straight off of here my Cardano. So I'm excited about that. DeFi, right? DeFi is very important for all my DeFi heads out there. Cardano has been releasing some DeFi platforms. One of their popular one is Sunday Swap. Sunday Swap, a decentralized trading protocol on Cardano. At first, when it came out last year, it was kind of buggy, and that's expected if you don't understand software development and all that type of stuff, man. You expect things to work the first time. It doesn't work like that. Maybe not even the second or third time. There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be issues. Trust and believe they got a dev team that handles all that stuff, that takes the high priority bugs and try to fix it. I digress. Beautiful design, decentralized protocol site here. You can come in here, you can swap, you got liquidity, you can put things in a queue, come here, connect your different wallets, right? You got to have one of these Cardano type wallets. They have experimental wallets. So the Yuri as well, you can connect it, the NuFi card wallet, Accelerant wallet as well. Yeah, you can come in here and trade, man. You kind of look and see what you can trade Sunday coin, which is their native coin, the Sunday swap for ADA. Get into that liquidity, stake some stuff there as well too. DeFi, man, place to do it. Have another DeFi, MinSwap. I haven't used this one in particular, but it's definitely rated on the top 5. Depending on what site you're looking at, they're rated in between 1 or 3. Same ordeal. Connect your wallet. You can kind of open up the dApp here. Takes you to this nice website. You can do your trades. You can do your farming here. Let's see what their farm look like. Okay, 32% APR with the ADA MIN combination. 19% with the ADA and liquid. These APRs ain't looking too bad, my boy. I still got to do some deeper, see what this liquidity looking like in the pool. All right. It's very important to understand what that TVL, the total value that's locked. Very, very important. So, the farming ain't looking too bad. Nice APRs, man. Nice percentage on your money, man. Nice lock liquidity on this bad boy up to 19 billy. Okay. Hey, DeFi, baby. If you ain't never DeFi stake before, hey, DeFi hit different, boy. I'm telling you, DeFi hit different. So that's pretty much the gist of Cardano, man. They got a lot going on, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I advise you to jump onto their Twitter. We can pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can type in ADA. Maybe not. I have to type in Cardano. Right. You got Cardano. Maybe this is, and you got Cardano. Okay. So this is the one we worried about. Cardano Foundation. And this is the official. There we go. Cardano. Here we go. Here's the official, right? It's just Cardano. Has the blue check. Cardano community. 1.3 million followers. So don't get out there and get, finessed out here. And then they also have the foundation CF. They got the yellow check showing that they are a government business. I forgot how the Twitter checks work, man. The yellow ones or the gold for business or government. I don't know. It got the gold check. So definitely lock in. They're doing about almost 1 million followers as well too. I'm not even locked in. Let me lock in. But come here if you're a big fan of Cardano or not. Turn the bell on, man, so you get notifications of what's going on. It's very important, man. Any project that you're in, I highly suggest you jump on their official Twitter site, turn on the bell. Twitter is a good place for good information, especially for these corporations in the crypto market, and they putting out new information all the time. So something to think about. Now, let's get into real quick some tokenomics. Cardano's currently trading at 28 cents. I just told my Discord community I am excited. I am a Cardano holder. I've been sitting here waiting for it to break below 30%. I know it sounds crazy for some of y'all to be like, man, you excited that they losing money? Absolutely, because me personally, for the long haul, I think Cardano is going to be one of them ones, man. So I'm excited. It's down 5% on the day. I'm going to go ahead and buy a little bit. I'm waiting for it to drop another maybe 5 to 15% before I start throwing in more money. So currently, they sitting at 28 cents. You got a total supply of 35 billion with a max supply of 45 billion circulating right now. So that's to me, circulating supply of 77%. That's pretty dope. It's pretty good. I like that. They're ranked number 9 on the list. Right? Ranked number 9. And then their market cap currently is about $9.8 billion in a bear market. Remind you that, right? Far as Cardano on the day, again, down 5%. This crypto bubble's down 5% on the week, 8.3% for the month, 14.6%, and on the year, 77% discount on the year. Currently, I'm holding about 10,002, roughly about almost $3,000 worth of Cardano, right? Now, me sharing that with you. Now, again, I'm not telling you to go out and go buy it. You do what you want, make it make sense for your portfolio. I'm just letting you know, full transparency. I got a decent bag. I ain't got no big bag. It's a decent bag. $3 grand. It's light. That's light. That's light. My goal though, I want to get anywhere into the 20 to 25. So I want to double this, have about $5,000 in, and I'm cool right there. I've done the math. I know if they can get to their next all-time high, or if they go back to their all-time high, which was, let's look at the all-time his eye. Where is the all-time high? All right, so if they go back to their all-time high, I'm tripping. Oh, all-time high of $3.10. If I'm sitting on, let's just say 20,005 Cardano, all-time high $3.10. You know, that's about 63 grand. I'm cool with that. Out of a $5 jug, you already know, man. You take 5, turn it to 63, we litty. They do an all new price discovery. Some people think Cardano can get up to $10 in the next bull cycle. That's a $205,000 off of 5,000 jug. I like that. I like them type of numbers, you dig? I like that. It's a blue chip project. I personally think they'll survive the bear market. I mean, I could be wrong and probably end up losing $3,000. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see. So, yeah. Looking at that. Now, let's look at the chart, right? The chart make it make sense. Let me show you the big picture. We on the trading view. I'm going to pull up the weekly, that weekly boy, right? And like I said, this project started roughly in 2018. We're kind of coming out of bear market, right? Caught some transaction, but since then, it's been on, it really hasn't, since the genesis of it, hasn't been on a tear, went down, made all-time lows. All-time low right now is roughly about 1 penny. From that 1 penny though, when it caught up in 2020 and that bull run started to really percolate, right? That bull run started taking off. Let's look at the gains since then. It ran up 17,760. Wait, I said that wrong. Yeah, 17,768%, roughly about an 18x on your money. Meaning if you had to put $1,000 at that 1 penny mark, you made it roughly about, I don't know, $20,000. Easy. A little bit more than that, actually. Since then, it's been pretty down. We already know it's been down about 76% since that high. We pull it over here. We're looking at roughly from the high of last year, a little over a year, it's been down about 90-something%, right? Zooming in. As you can see, I got my trend line right here. Healthy. In my opinion, it's healthy chart. We had our sell-off. We had our first rally, right? We created an all-new high, and now we're back at the trend. Even though we're breaking through this previous supply zone, if you kind of look at the overall sentiment of it, it's not bad. You have your flagpole here. You got your downward wedge. You have your sell-off, which is healthy, right? Especially that we're all in a bear market. It's following sentiment. We're pulling back about 76%, 90% from the all-time high, and we're now hitting this trend line. Now, what is concerning to some, as you can kind of see this trend line that I got going on, we have currently broken into this trend line. Now, this little white box, I drew this box out, I want to say last week. So I'm looking for this, and as you see, I have these orange dotted crossing alerts. I'm looking for it to get down into the 27 cent range, and then after that, the 21 cent. I personally think as we continue to sell off in all markets, the dollar is continuing to be hot. People are still spending, even though we're at a 40-year high as far as inflation. People are still spending money. We got the holiday season. I think personally, our government is going to call out the recession here in the States. And then what's going to happen? I think we're going to have a massive scare and fear. That's why I'm only putting a couple of dollars here and there on Cardano. Once we get that major sell-off, which I'm predicting about a 31% drop, I think we can do that. That puts it about 20 cent Cardano. Then I'm going to start deploying more funds in there and hopefully get into that 20,000 Cardano token range, right? Now, if that thing continue to drop, which it can, because we do have some support areas here. Looking at the chart, we got a support area here at 17 cent. We got a support area here at 15. We got a big support area when you look from here to here. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw right best case scenario at 11 cent, right? We have support here at 11 cent. You hear that? Once resistance. If I was to scoot over, we got several. Used it for support here, lost it, used it as resistance, came back, retested, lost it, broke through, used it as support, lost it, used it as resistance, pumped through. This is a big area of price action here within this dollar 10 cent 11 cent range. So if we lose this, could we drop another 60 something percent? Possibly, man. It's bad out here in these streets, guys. So I'm definitely gonna be watching that for that reason. I got alert set. You see, I just set an alert here on the TradingView app. So ultimately, if we get down past these two little support zones here and start ripping them into this little area, I'm definitely a fan of it. For me, Cardano's in my portfolio. I just showed you how much I have. I'm looking to add more. Please do not take that in part of what I just showed you and be like, oh, Shooter doing it, I'm gonna go do it and I'm gonna go throw it. Do your research. Look at the front end of stuff that we talked about, right? See if it fits what you're doing, right? Do your, like, just don't jump into it. I gave you little starting points on what to look at, the use cases, the partnerships, DeFi, current wallets that support, right? Different use cases in the Hydra projects, the stable coin that's coming out. Do your research. I didn't talk about NFTs. Go look that up. See if they're doing anything with NFTs. It's very important to see how they are growing their ecosystem and see if it fits your portfolio. Very important, guys. All right. I talked to you guys enough, right? Hopefully I gave you enough information where it helped you to learn a little bit more about Cardano. I'm going to keep doing more videos about Cardano. As I gather more information and understanding and knowledge, I'll come back to you guys and share it. But hopefully, you took something from this and not just run to your centralized exchange and just start buying it up. That's not the goal of this video. The goal is to educate you and kind of put this on your radar of what's going on and try to cover some of the FUD that you hear about Cardano, that they don't have nothing going on. And that's not true. I just uncovered some cool little stuff that Cardano is doing. Is it something that you should be holding in your portfolio? You're going to have to make that determination. For me, I have it in my portfolio, my trading group. We talk about Cardano a lot in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord and hear more about these plays and how we break them down, there's a link in my description. Just join the Discord. If you want to learn more about trading cryptocurrency, I have an ebook that I've dropped. It's called How to Crypto. I break down crypto from A to Z in a sense, where if you're a new beginner to this space and not sure where you should be buying your crypto, not sure on how to protect your crypto bags by using a Ledger or Arculus or Tether type cold wallet, even hot wallets, I talk about all that stuff. I give you the lingo, give you different definitions. I give you different resources and bookmarks to go to. I think personally it's a good investment before you get into crypto to have this ebook. It's $24. You get the ebook and you get a video guide where I break down each chapter of the ebook. So I'm giving you extra sauce. So definitely look into those. The links is in the description. Speaking of Ledger, for all my vets out there, or even my people that's been hearing all the horror stories been going on these centralized exchanges, I have a link pinned into the comments. Go get you a Ledger. Go get you a Ledger, invest. If you're in crypto and you're going to be in crypto, I know it seems like an inconvenience to do this, but invest in a cold wallet. It's very important. I have the Ledger link and I have the Arculus. And if you keep it locked, we're going to be doing more giveaways because I got plenty of more of these. We just announced the winner yesterday. I'm going to do another one of these bad boys for the community. Keep it locked. Possibly can win one for free. If not, I got a link in the bio. I got a link in the pinned comments as well for Ledger and Arculus. Go run it up, see which one fits your budget. And yeah, man. Take care of your bags. Anyways, I've held y'all long enough today. Again, it's your boy. I love y'all. I swear I do. I want to make sure you guys are good. Love y'all to death. Peace. I never know how to end these things, man.